Okay, so I've been getting a lot of questions about how to fit a cinch to your horse, and I just want to show you a couple things real quick. You'll hear a lot of people talk about just go back of the elbow, which is a really good general term, but it's a little more complex than that depending on how deep your horse is. If you go straight back of the elbow, you're actually sitting right here on this group of pectorals and obliques, and we don't want that. We actually need to come up a little higher. So here's actually the point of the elbow, and then you come up, there's your elbow, like the crease right here, and about where that starts to level out, directly behind, that's going to be your sweet spot right here. So this cinch on Joker is actually a little bit small. So it's a 30 and he actually needs a 32. So we've got that snugged down a little bit right there. Just enough to give you an idea. And you can see how we're all right. This isn't terrible, but ideally I'd have this up just a little bit because he is a little deeper through here than he seems like for as narrow of a horse as he is. So you want to watch that. There's kind of a good level flat spot right here that puts you right in that sweet spot. The other thing you're going to want to watch for is that the center of your cinch stays centered. You come around on this side with me. Because you can have your cinch look really good on one side and actually have it be completely lopsided and not centered. So you need your center D's to be right down the center line of the horse, the midline of the horse. And this, again, just to review what we're talking about, come back of your elbow crease. There's going to be this flat spot before your ribs flare out and you're above these muscle groups coming in right here. So ideally we'd sit this about right there, and then your center would be in the middle. Right now, this is what I'm doing on him because this is a question a lot of you have been asking. What if you only have one saddle or one cinch for a variety of different horses? And so my best answer there is really do what you can to put the right size cinch on the right horse. But when you are working with what you've got, then it is okay to fudge like I'm doing right here. It's a hair short, but it's not up in his elbow and you're not directly down right here. If you are trying to make something work where your cinch ring is sitting right here, then you're gonna cause some problems. It is well worth it to invest in another cinch so you've got the right fit. See the difference there? The other thing you want to watch when you're fitting your cinch is how close you are to his elbow. So you want to be back. You want to be back off his elbow a little bit. You can see on his body and on horses, there's a really good little spot for your cinch right there. So that's kind of where it goes, and obviously that becomes more defined the more you ride them, but if you can kind of fit down that cinch groove and keep your cinch ring out of his elbow, back off a couple of fingers, you're going to be in good shape. And the best way to measure your cinch is tip to tip, right here. Tip of your cinch buckle to the tip of your cinch buckle right here. This is your 30-inch measurement.